Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the views so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoes.
What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another ABV review. We're back from our Ohio trip. I had a blast back there. If you guys ever get a chance to visit Ohio, I know it's probably not like the cool thing to do. Cleveland, Akron, amazing place. But I've still kind of been taking a little bit of break from YouTube, but picked up a hopefully special beer the other day and figured we would do a review. This is the 2018 vintage Fundamental Observation, Bottle Logic Brewing, Anaheim, California. 2018 vintage is 13.2% alcohol by volume. Per the label, it is their Imperial Stout aged with Madagascar vanilla beans and a blend of bourbon barrels. They did a bunch of different cool bourbon barrels this year. This beer is not rare. There was a ton of places that got this beer. Bottle Logic did their release, and then literally I was getting messages on Instagram. There was bottle shops by me, by where I work, by my house. They literally got like 10 to 15 cases each, and there was no limit on the bottles. So grabbed this to review. I want to say Bottle Logic, Craig told me they sold these bottles for 25 bucks. The liquor stores were like 30 bucks, $32 I think is what we spent on this. So I mean, if you think about it, where I live, if I were to have bought a bottle from, or got my allotment from Bottle Logic and drove up to Anaheim with time and gas, I would be spending about what I spent. So it is what it is. I have heard a bunch of different things about this vintage, so I'm interested to check it out. I have reviewed actually I think we've reviewed every vintage except for batch 1. Never had that beer. So I think batch 2 and I think this is batch 4, if that's right. Batch 2 and batch 3 we did in blind reviews, which was fun. Me and Nathan did that. So apologies for being outside. It has been really hot and humid in Southern California the last month, and the garage is an absolute nightmare to be in right now. So Nathan Ryerson was the one who taught me, you're not a man until you can drink stouts in hot weather. So that's what we're doing. We're using our proper FO glassware. I don't remember where I got this glass from, so I cannot thank whoever gave this to me. I apologize. If you are watching this and you sent this, go ahead and make a comment and I will thank you again. So didn't pour crazy dark, but it is pitch black in the glass. Good finger of like a tan head, super tight bubbles. Looks kind of like frothy. I just love when the head is like that mocha color. It looks awesome in the glass. So I'd heard a lot of things about there was a lot of dark fruits in this vintage and not a whole lot of vanilla. This bottle has been sitting out for about 25 minutes, so it's just about room temperature, just how I like my stouts. So I'm hoping with the temperature that it's at, we will get everything out of it. So shove our nose in it. This smells really desserty. It's like immediately I get like that kind of creme brulee thing. Tons of chocolate. There's bourbon there. It's woody, oaky. You get the barrel. It doesn't smell hot. It smells sweet. I don't know that I'd be able to pick out vanilla per se. It's almost like a cake frosting, but it's like this chocolatey, fudgy, sweet, like sugary aroma. The nose is awesome. It smells really pastry in the time that we are in right now. Sorry for the air conditioning too. That's how hot it is. We're using air conditioning in San Diego. In the day and age where everyone's into pastry stouts, this smells super pastry. Like, think of that sugary smell like when you walk into like a donut shop. I don't even know if there's donut shops anymore. There might, like Krispy Kreme's not really, like, I'm probably dating myself. When I was a kid, there would actually be like donut places, and you'd walk in and there'd be these awesome like little bars that you would sit at. Old dudes would sit and drink coffee and just eat donuts, and there's this sugary smell that you get when you walk into that. It kind of reminds me of that. I will say I don't get dark fruits on the nose, so that's a good thing. Let's go ahead and taste it. I'm interested. Cheers. My dog is trying her hardest to get out. So this beer is super sweet. Not quite Beatus sweet, but if you like sweet stouts, you will like this. Taste follows the nose. It's got this cupcake, and I think we talked about this in batch 2. This like frosty cupcake thing, and it is sweet on the finish. There is a good amount of vanilla that comes on the very end of that. The oaky kind of barrel that you were smelling, it doesn't come like through until like mid palate to finish. Up front, it's the chocolatey kind of sweet, just desserty, fudgy kind of stout. But as I'm talking, It's just kind of sitting on my tongue, like that sweetness. Not cloying sweetness, but it's just like that pastry, cakey sweetness. I will say 13.2%. Not like the chewiest beer, but it's pretty full. It just kind of coats your tongue as it sits there. I don't review a lot of stouts, so it's kind of fun to try and figure out what I'm tasting. I say that every time I review a stout. This is definitely not boozy. It's not hot. It's not warming in my chest, which is scary. But yeah, if you like that desserty kind of pastry, as this is warm just out here, it's probably 87 degrees out here. As we've been sitting out here, the vanilla is popping a lot more. It's not, I don't think this is like a vanilla bomb. Like, I want to say batch, it was I think batch 3 was the one that Nathan and Jared and I drank in Reno. And that was like, we talked about like cupcake frosting, cake frosting, like vanilla. There's definitely vanilla there. But it's not like vanilla extract. It tastes like it. I don't know. I don't really know how to describe like how vanilla forward it is. It's not this like totally crazy sweet vanilla bomb of a beer. There's plenty of vanilla there. And people were complaining that there wasn't very much vanilla. This bottle at this temperature has a good amount of vanilla in it. Yeah, this is fantastic. I like how easy drinking it is. When I say easy drinking, it's not crazy boozy. It's not warming. Like I said, it's not the chewiest stout for being over 13%, but it's fantastic. I love, like, even as I'm sitting here just kind of talking, the oakiness, the woodiness, that kind of barrel character. It adds to some of that vanilla, and then you get that awesome sweet kind of pastry stout on the finish. So is this the best batch of FO I've ever had? I don't think so. I think I might have liked batch 3 a little bit better, but this beer is still world class for me. This is like 98, 99. It's right up there. It's not quite to like that, oh my gosh, this is one of the best stouts ever, I have to have 1 million bottles of this. I'm cool with this bottle. You guys would be able, anyone who's watching this who wants to get this beer, you should have no problem getting it. It was everywhere. So yeah, I'm gonna go 99. It's a good beer. So yeah, seek it out. It's worth it. That's 2018 vintage. A fundamental observation, Bottlelogic Brewery, Anaheim, California. If you guys had it, leave a comment below. Let me know what you think. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys very soon. Cheers.
Ever since I was younger, I was into video games.
Somebody like the Fuse so I can bring bad news to all these crews who can't NBA jam with the shoe.